Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to the Side Piece Podcast, your place for anime and manga away from your main squeeze. Today we got Jason Derulo.
Yo, sorry. I was eating my cracker and I didn't want to spit it everywhere.
That's not nice to call your girlfriend that.
I'll have it.
We got Angela.
Hello.
We don't have Tanner today, so we won't be hearing any screams from Jason. Hopefully.
I'm always screaming at you, not him.
Yes, but I think Tanner helps fuel that fire.
He encourages you.
Well, no, I mean, you listened to the last episode recap, right?
Yeah, I was there.
Oh yeah, that's right. That's right. You were there. Well, then you should know that Tanner was also lighting your fire a little bit.
Tanner's a bitch.
All right. Well, we're getting into the first chapter. The first chapter past 1000, chapter 1001. Very surreal to see quadruple digits regularly from now on. Like, very surreal for me. So
Don't forget before that.
Don't forget to what?
Before that, we got something else to do.
Do I? What?
Yeah, the anime episode.
Are we doing the anime episode first? We can do the anime episode first.
I thought we were doing the. I already have it all pulled up.
Let's do the anime episode first.
I was about to say, why would we do the chapter first? Because people who are here for the anime episode would have to skip to later.
You're right. That is true. Angela, you got your notes up?
Yeah.
Okay. She seems so enthusiastic.
Well, I already had everything pulled up for the reading the chapter.
Well, now you have everything pulled up for reading your notes. So, the episode, I actually have it. Oh, by the way, we're recording this on the 17th of January, which is a Sunday. The episode title is A Legendary Battle, Garp and Roger. It is episode 958. The title card is at 5 minutes and 30 seconds, which is odd because that's a huge recap for a One Piece episode.
Ooh.
So, Angela, do you want to start off this time?
Sure. So we start out at Marineford. We learn, what's the admiral's name? Akainu?
That's the Fleet Admiral.
Fleet Admiral. He was talking with Fuji, and he was said that he was against abolishing the warlord system. Forgive my pronunciation, I'm terrible at these, but Fuji says that the balance of the world is about to change. And then we cut back. I think it's Sengoku. He is with he's in a room with new Navy recruits, and I forgot something. Well, the news is spreading to the Navy that Big Mom and Kaido are teaming up. And then we cut back to Sengoku, and they begin talking about the rock pirates, and we kind of get a flashback that starts with that.
Okay.
Does anyone else want to take over after that?
Jason, you want to explain a little bit about the Rocks Pirates?
Yeah. I'll take over. But there's two things I wanted to point out first. Is that one thing that I noticed, like almost immediately, was that in the anime, they spell the Rocks Pirates like the word rock, Rocks.
Yeah.
But in the manga, they spelled it Rox, Rocks Pirates.
I don't. I'm gonna look that up really quick. Because I don't believe that that's how they spelled it, but this is also adapting chapter 957. No, they spelled it rocks as in the word rock.
Well, then what am I talking about?
Jason, are you reading scans? How could you?
I mean, it's literally here. I googled ROX rocks.
Well, I'm on Shonen Jump, and I see the official translations say rocks.
Okay. But the second thing is, this episode we got new animations for the OP, and I thought that was dope. And we met Branu, and I actually thought that it was a face reveal for Admiral Ryokugyu, because he appeared in the opening. But nope, it was just another random marine.
Oh, are you talking about the little recap for the episode we're about to watch? For the new animation?
Yeah. I saw him and I just assumed, oh god, he's gonna be someone big, but it was just a random character that appeared.
No, it's just the Navy intel guy that we've seen him before. It's just we rarely see him.
Well, I really thought it was Ryukugyu too, because Ryukugyu apparently translates to green bull, and he has green hair, and his what are they called? Sideburns kind of look like little bull horns on his face.
I think from the silhouette that we saw of Ryokugyu, we
He had long hair.
Yeah, he had like a pompadour.
Which I was like, dang it, I'm wrong, but
No, you're good.
oh well. Yeah, we get a flashback into what the Rocks Pirates were, and it's revealed to us that some of the biggest names of pirates we've ever seen so far were on this one pirate crew. We had Rocks, who we're just now learning about, and then apparently also she, the Golden Lion, was there, Whitebeard, Kaido, and even Big Mom were all on the ship, and we also got a little silhouette of Big Mom when she was younger. But the big thing that Sengoku dropped right then was that they were apparently a super violent pirate group, and they would pretty frequently duel each other to the death on board their own ships.
Right.
And then leading...
Oh, go ahead.
And then leading just a little bit further, Sengoku reveals that they actually had a huge disdain for the government.
And three names that were also dropped for the Rocks Pirates were Silver Axe, Captain John, and Wang Zi. And those three were actually zombies that we saw that Moria had.
Well, that's right.
That's I thought that was neat that they brought back Captain John and all them, even though we saw him for 2 seconds, except Thriller Bark. But this.
After that, he kind of gets out of the flashback, and we actually cut back to Sakazuki again for a little bit, and he's talking to Fujitora about Kaido's and Big Mom's alliance. And I thought this was interesting though, because Sengoku is mentioned a lot at people who are like, younger than he is, or like, relatively young in the Navy, really don't know a lot about the Rocks Pirates. But Sakazuki seems to be really informed on them, because he told Fujitora, like, don't treat them like they're some sort of legend. They are very real.
I thought that was interesting too.
So I actually am kind of wondering if Sakazuki has some sort of relation to the Rocks Pirates. Maybe his father was part of them. Who knows?
I thought it was just because he's the fleet admiral now, so now he knows like all the like deep secrets of the Navy.
It could be, but it was kind of just the way he said it makes it seem like there might be something more there.
So, some other things that were revealed in the flashback. Rox had a station at Full of Lead Island, which is the same island that Blackbeard has made his station.
Mm-hmm.
And that Rox was aiming to be king of the world with his antics. I'll talk about the God Valley incident. So they do another little flashback, little flashy.
Well, before that.
Oh, all right. What's before that?
Before the Gold Valley accident, they revealed to us a lot of bounties.
No, that was afterwards.
That was towards
That was
the
after
end.
God Valley?
Yeah.
Oh, my bad. Go
No,
on.
you're good. You're good. God Valley was 38 years ago. And I believe Gold Roger died 22 years ago. Garp, because of how he swooped in and saved the day. Garp, that's how he got his title, Hero of the Navy. Garp, he doesn't really like to talk about it for a couple reasons, which are he had to protect the celestial dragons. He hates those people, and he openly talks about his disdain for them. This is also why he doesn't want to be a admiral, because admirals work like very closely in with the celestial dragons, while vice admirals retain more freedom in exchange for other not so great things, probably to do with like pay and shit. But another reason why he doesn't like to talk about it is because he had to team up with the future pirate king, Buggy, Gold Roger. So it's kind of a sore spot, but at least that's where we kind of get where their relationship started to blossom. And
You know what I just realized, actually?
what's that?
You mentioned Gold Roger, at this point in the story, died like 24 years and something odd ago. Meaning, coming up soon, it's very reasonable that Luffy will become king of the pirates exactly 25 years after Roger dies.
Well, the start of the story, he died 20 years ago, and then we had the 2-year time skip. But we don't know how much time has passed between that.
Well, we can, because we can figure out Ace's age.
And Ace was in his mom's womb for 2 years.
Exactly.
And Luffy
So
is now
Ace
19.
If Ace is 20 at the beginning of the story, that means it's been roughly 22 years since Gold Roger's death. And then a 2-year time skip makes it 24 years.
Oh, that's possible. I can't remember Ace's age. I can't.
Well, he set out at 17, and he is 3 years older than Luffy. So if Luffy set out when he was 17, that would make Ace 20.
Yeah. Seems about that. Just looked it up and confirmed it. So yeah, it could be 25 years. And then Luffy wages war on people. Let's see. Oh yes. This is the thing that happened at God Valley was called the God Valley Incident. And the island that the world government wanted to hide so much, which was God Valley, suddenly disappeared from the world, and it no longer appears on maps because it's just no longer there. It's just gone. So the last thing about God Valley is that Roger and Rox both shared the initial D. We got Rox's full name for the first time, which is Rox D. Zebek. And Roger, Goldie Roger. That whole bit. But Jason, you want to talk a little bit about bounties?
Yeah. I don't remember their exact numbers.
Oh, I got
the bounties of. We got the bounties of Blackbeard, Kaido, Big Mom, Whitebeard, and Gold Roger, all revealed in like a big old blurb. And Blackbeard's bounty is actually surprisingly not that high. It was like a 2,220,000,000 something.
So Blackbeard's bounty was 2,247,600,000.
Right.
Um,
And then we got both
Oh, go ahead. Go ahead.
Kaidos and Big Moms, which are both somewhere around like the 4.4 billion.
Yeah, they're around there. Yeah.
And then
Go ahead.
we got Blackbeard or Whitebeard and Gold Roger, who were, and if I remember, Whitebeard was like had a barely lower bounty than Roger, and they were both somewhere around the 5.5 billion mark.
So in order of bounties, we got the Commodore of the Blackbeard Pirates, Blackbeard, with the bounty that we mentioned before, 2,247,600,000. We also we got Shanks. We got Shanks right after him, who is called the Chief, and I believe in the manga he's called the Chieftain of the Red Hair Pirates, with 4,048,900,000. Big Mom is 4,388,000,000, and Kaido is 4,611,100,000. Whitebeard is 5,046,000,000, and Roger is 5,564,800,000. Now, I think that Blackbeard has such a low bounty because he only became a emperor like very, very recently.
And I get that, but at the same time, I feel like he imposes a greater threat than the other emperors.
If we look at Shanks, who is the youngest besides Blackbeard, who is the youngest and newest emperor, he barely, after all his years of being an emperor, is barely in the 4 billions.
Right, but we got to think too. Blackbeard is the only known person in the world to have 2 devil fruits.
And for that reason, I think he should be a little bit higher. But
Not to mention, those 2 devil fruits are like 2 of the strongest.
Well, I mean, we also got to realize that Blackbeard's last known bounty is a bounty of 0. So he went from 0, an actual wanted poster with 0 berries attached to it, to over 2 billion.
fair.
So it wasn't like a oh man, he was like Luffy's bounty and then he jumped up there, you know. It was like, oh no, that's a 2 billion increase. But okay.
I still think the government did Blackbeard a little dirty with that one.
I think that they probably undervalued him a little bit, but I don't think it's because of you know, like trying, like purposely doing it. I think it's because they want to see what he's doing, because he obviously hasn't done as much as the other emperors.
That's fair. That's fair.
Oh yeah, and we got some 7 warlords who have been name dropped as going to be getting bounties, and we actually got, like, I think it was pretty ballsy for the anime to make wanted posters for these people, because we didn't get any wanted posters in the manga.
That's right. And we still don't know.
I think your Discord messed up, Jason. I'll type to him.
You there, Jason?
Yeah, now I'm here.
Oh, there you go. So you cut out at we still don't know.
Yeah, I realized I forgot. I forgot that Law was a warlord for a while. I was gonna say we still don't know who the other warlord is, because they showed us 5 and then we knew Doflamingo. but then I remembered it was Law.
Yeah. And I believe that Law got a bounty increase too, right after Dressrosa.
Yeah, he got the 500 million.
So there, more on the bounties. There's no bounties, no pirate bounties, I should say. It was very specific. No pirate bounties higher than Roger's bounties ever. And Angela, do you wanna finish this off here?
Okay, I forgot who said it exactly. But they said that they have no resources to give to Wano.
That was Fleet Admiral Akainu or Sakazuki.
Yeah. And then Sengoku mentions Odin and said that he was favored by, I think, Whitebeard, Gold Roger, and Shanks. Is that it?
Uh-huh.
Okay. And then the episode kind of ends with us seeing Gold Roger on a ship.
Oh my god, it's about to happen! Oh,
I'm so
God.
ready for it. I'm so ready for the for that flashback.
There, one thing that I liked, when they were going over Shanks' bounty, Sengoku mentioned something about his crew, which I thought was interesting. He said, of any pirate crew out there today, Shanks is the most well-rounded and most well-known. Like the actual crew mates, not just the name, the red-haired pirates.
Right. Which I thought was a nice, nod to Shanks. Which, I mean,
And,
I think
like-
that further backs up my thing where it's like Shanks doesn't even have a higher bounty than the other emperors besides Blackbeard. And it's basically because he's just new. He's just one of the newer emperors.
But yeah, they name dropped his crew, and I thought we were about to get Shanks' crew's bounties there. But yeah, I thought that was just a nice little nod that they mentioned that his crew is the most well-rounded.
They even said Yasop. They said Yasop
They
in the
did.
meeting.
God, yes, out.
God, Yasop. So
I really
Oh, go ahead.
would love to see like a cover page. Like like Oda's requests, but it's Yasop reacting to Usopp's 200 million bounty.
He does. There is a right after Dressrosa, there's a like a from the decks around the world and shit. And Shanks and Yasop both look at the papers.
Why is this panel? Time to go find it.
It's I think I have a picture of it here somewhere. Where did I put my phone? Oh, it's right.
Well, that was back when I was an anime only watcher. My bad.
Yeah, it was I really enjoyed this. I don't think it was as visually impressive as the last one, but I still think it was really good. Would you guys say so?
Yeah.
Oh, the episode?
Yeah.
Yes, I like informative episodes a lot. And I feel like that one was packed with information.
Ah, that's cool.
Yeah, it was packed with information. Like I was telling one of my work friends who also watches One Piece that like this next episode, this one is gonna be so good. It's so good because we get so much shit to just ponder over, and I can't, at the very end, like when I was reading the chapter, and they were like, "Oh man, why do all the pirates flock to Wano? Oh, Kozuki Odin, a pirate from Wano who was loved by Whitebeard and Roger and Shanks." I'm like, holy shit. Oh my god.
And the manga are in a really good spot right now. The anime watchers have so much ahead of them.
Oh, dude. The next, I want to say like 40 episodes are going to be unreal.
Unreal. It's gonna blow their minds. Can you imagine what episode 1,000 is going to be like for them?
Man, they might even get
Oh,
to,
God.
with the pace the anime's on, they might get to chapter 1000 before episode 1000.
They might. They might.
Because
They're getting there.
at this point, this episode 958, just did shit from 957, which means that it's. Oh wait, never mind. I went the opposite direction.
I mean, still, that's getting there.
Yeah. I'm pretty excited to see what happens. I want to see all of it animated. I've always been a fan of the anime, even though a lot of people are like, "No, man, it sucks. Oh man, the pacing." I don't care, man. I like the anime. I want to see the manga animated.
It's almost like both the anime are releasing weekly, and because animation takes way longer to draw than manga chapters, sometimes they have to slow down and allow the manga to release new chapters first.
And there's
Man.
there's not a new chapter next week.
No, there's not.
I'm so mad.
We got a two. Can we talk about My Hero Academia next week's side? Because both you and I have been getting super into that recently.
I don't know. We'll cross that bridge when we get to it.
We should totally do it.
So
That'd be an.
Oh, go ahead.
Oh, I just say that'd be an episode of just you two, which is fine.
You're not caught up?
She ain't caught up.
No,
Oh man,
unless I do that this week.
it's so good. Oh man.
So since we're on the topic of the chapter, let's transition over to the chapter, huh?
Oh yeah.
Angela,
Chapter
you wanna?
1001.
Yeah, 1001. Angela, you wanna talk about what's happening on the cover page and read the title for us and all that good shit.
Okay. So chapter 1001, Battle of Monsters on Onishima.
Oh.
And the cover, I can't think of the name. What do you call that again? The cover story. The name of the cover story is Reader Request Jinbei resting luxuriously on a jellyfish bed.
Thank you very much to PN Toshikiya.
Yes, so basically Jinbei is sleeping on a jellyfish and there's a whole bunch of jellyfish around them.
I really like I just like the shading on this.
I like how they did like a reader request. That was pretty cool. I like that.
All right, Angela, you want to read the first 3 pages?
Okay. We start off. I think this is Big Mom. She yells, "You miserable little brat! You're still going on about being the king of the pirates." And then we cut back to Luffy just frowning. And Kaido's laying down, thinking, "His punch damaged me." And then we cut to Zoro. Was that the hockey he learned from the old man in Wano? And then we cut back to Kid, and he's like, "Was that the hockey? Was that hockey just now? You can hurt Kaido with physical blows." And then Killer is laughing. Then we have a chance of winning. Cut back to Law. Let me just say one thing. And then we cut back to Big Mom. Do you have any idea what it means to be the king of the pirates? And then Kaido, he's thinking, what happened after I destroyed him in Curry?
Yeah.
There was only a scant few capable of fighting me. Cut back to Luffy. I don't know who's saying this.
That's Kaido still.
Kaido. Okay. How high will your ceiling go? And he yells, Straw Hat. And he laughs, Thunder.
Before we go on to the next page, which either me or Jason will go on, while Kaido is glaring at Luffy, he sees apparitions of Whitebeard Roger, Shanks, Odin, and Zebek in the background. Jason, you wanna read the next 3 pages, or you want me to?
I'll go on. We've got like Angie started with Thunder, and we see the next panel with Luffy kind of realizing, oh god, it's this thing again. And we see the panel of Kaido's mace, and I really like it because it looks hand drawn. You can see like each individual line in that, and that's something we don't get nowadays, and it's hard to appreciate.
Oda is a master at this kind of shading, man. Like, this is all he does, so whenever he goes in, it's like so good. I love it.
There's really good paneling in this one. Like, there's one towards the end that I'll go over, but go ahead.
Yep, we've got a Thunder Bagua, and we see Luffy rolls out of the way, and on the bottom left panel is roll, roll, roll. I thought that was nice. Ooh. And I like this thing here. It kind of mentioned that Luffy was reading the future and everything, but it was still so fast that he was barely able to dodge it, which I really enjoyed. Kind of like solidified Kaido's strength a little bit. And he kind of gives a quick nod to him. He's like, very good, boy. You won't let the same attack hit you head on twice. But then Big Mom comes out of nowhere with Prometheus starting her attack. And she says, heavenly. And then we get a super good panel of Zoro. Look at that. Oh my god.
Dude, I'm living for this chapter.
And he kind of pulls out the Foxfire style. And this, I thought that it was Kinemon about to come out of nowhere. Because it didn't even hit me that Zoro was going to take Kinemon's Foxfire style Flame Rend and just absolutely kill Prometheus and counter Big Mom's Heavenly Fire. Well, I guess it didn't kill him, but still.
He split that motherfucker. Oh my god.
We see a reaction. Prometheus screams, and Luffy's like, wow, that's Kinemon's technique. And Zoro's just like, yeah, I stole it. But I really enjoy this panel of Big Mom here.
Oh my god, it's so funny. Oh my god.
Prometheus. But yeah, Prometheus does form himself back together, but he does give a yow.
Alright. On this next page, we got Zoro going, don't lose focus for a single instant, Luffy. These are 2 emperors of the sea. And Luffy looks back at Kaido, who's about to take a fucking a home run swing at Luffy. Law pulls out the chambers and poops. He pops Luffy out of there. And Luffy, Traffy, and Law goes, he finishes his thought and goes, hey, Straw Hat, I just want to make one thing clear. I was already planning to move the samurai below. Luffy is confused, and the Law's like, but then you said, Traffy, send them all down below. Law is like, it made it sound like I was following your orders, and Luffy, the realist, says, who cares how it sounds, it's the same difference. Kid, obviously poking fun. It's like, hey, is that right? Trafalgar, are you Straw Hat's henchman now? And Law immediately takes offense to it. He's like, look, it's no skin off my back, which of you 2 losers wants to follow the other? And Luffy takes offense to that. Big Mom commands Prometheus, and it's like, burn 'em all, Prometheus! Hi, mama! Fucking heavenly bonbons! And Luffy, all of a sudden, puts a wager on it and goes, okay, then whoever reacts to these first is the loser. And Law's like, I'm not playing this game, you idiot. And that kid is like, see, coming up with stupid contests like that is why you guys are so small time. Luffy then goes, that's fine, I guess you're just the losers then, which immediately shuts up the other two. And as we see, if we turn the next page, we get the most glorious
Oh, I
panels.
love this.
The most
I
glorious
love this
fucking
page so
panels.
much.
These are
Oh my god.
I don't know if you noticed it, Side, but Luffy's double chin is so much more pronounced because he's a rubber man.
And we see Law has a dumpy face. It's fucking long as fuck compared to everyone else's. Oh my god. And they scream, and Zoro's like, what are you trying to accomplish here? Fucking stupid. Kaido and Big Mom have a little conversation. Kaido's like, get back, Linlin, I want to see what they can do. Big Mom's like, again? You just can't help yourself, can you? Zoro, for the first time since, I believe, Dressrosa, puts his bandana on his head. Fucking finally. And he...
Well, he hasn't been part of an arc since Dressrosa.
Well, yeah. That's true. That's true. That's true. Well, I mean, I don't think he did it the entire time in Wano.
No, he didn't, because he was Zorojuro.
Well, not even
Yeah,
in
he's
Onigashima.
Oh, he hasn't really... yeah, that's fair.
But he's like, don't get in my way, Hitokiri Kamazo, which is, if people read the scans, that's Kamazo the Manslayer, you fucking stupids. And he's like, you don't hear many people with a laugh that weird. And obviously Killer goes, fwa fwa fwa. Alright, Angela?
okay. We're still with Killer. If I was using my Punishers back then, you would be dead right now, Zoro. And then Zoro says, the outcome would have been the same. And then he gets ready and he's like, 3 sword style, purgatory. And then we get a shot of Kaido. Oh geez, I hate this. So it looks like he shouts Onigiri beheading cows.
Beheading
And
cows? No, Killer...
Beheading claws.
Oh, I know what's going on the Twitter post today!
Beheading cows! Fucking, that's Killer above
It's
Kaido.
Killer.
Okay, so he's beheading claws, and it looks like... Okay. And then we cut back to Kaido, who is laughing, and he's like, well done. And Zoro's like, gotta unleash the Enma a bit more. Who yells that?
That's probably Luffy.
Luffy's like, damn it, I'm gonna finish this all at once. And we have a panel of Kaido and Luffy and Kid. Is there anyone else there? I don't see.
Law.
Oh, Law's in the back. Yeah. We have Kaido, Luffy, Law, and Kid. And they're all about to do their own move. We have Kid. He's like punk rotten. Luffy's he says gear 4. And then Law says room. And Kaido's like, come. Oh geez. I love this panel. I freaking love this panel. And then we have Kaido laughing. They might as well be monsters in their own right. And Kid says, we know you've got a tough skin, but can it save you from being crushed and compacted to death? And Luffy gets ready. Gum gum. And then Law says, I will go straight into the body to deliver a surgical death. And then we have a panel of Kaido smiling. Okay. Jason, I think.
Yep.
Oh my god, I'm still just looking at that double spread.
It's so good.
That is so good.
All right, I'll flip the page now. Also, I really did like noticing that they prove just how like carefree Law really is right now. How he's just like sitting down, about to unleash his attack, just chilling. I wouldn't say carefree, but like nonchalant
He's very
about it, you
nonchalant.
know. And then the next page, we got a super good page, and some pretty nice teamwork from the three. We've got a Kong gun from Luffy, which it actually looks like he doesn't use Rio on that.
I don't know. It's kind of we don't really see very much of his hit.
It's kind of hard to tell. And then uh what's his face? Kid actually catches Kaido, like a mid what's the word? Like flying back from the hit from Luffy with his punk vice, and he just crushes him between a bunch of metal. And then Kaido like falls to the ground and is like, "Oh, that hurt." And Law just goes tact and smashes him with a ton of rocks. And then we get a little reaction shot from Law, who looks pretty perturbed. And then we got Mama, 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 Mama. I don't know. I really like that. That's her laugh. And then we also see Kaido go into his dragon form, and he starts laughing. And you can go ahead and finish it off.
Can we just take a minute to appreciate how dope Kid's fucking mechanical body looks? Like, holy shit. It just looks so good.
Yeah, isn't that his helm?
No, his helm is a like a dragon head, like a dinosaur head bone.
Right, but from his original ship.
I can't remember his. I don't know if he has an original ship. I can't remember. All I remember is his new one.
Different.
But it's glorious, dude. Like, it's amazing.
It is.
It's fucking. I love seeing new devil fruits in the series. So Kid's fruit is really, like, we haven't seen enough of it. Like, we've seen a lot of Kid, but not enough of his devil fruit.
It's probably my favorite devil fruit in the series. I think I've said that before.
And if we see over here, we see that just from the back shot of Kid, that his main like body and the arms of his little mechanical body are separated and floating with magnetism, which is a really neat. I like that. It's a really neat touch. We're gonna. All right. So Kaido in his dragon form is looking down on him, going, "Oh, whoa, it's almost a shame to kill you, but you leave me no choice. Once you're dead, we'll take everything you have. All your manpower and treasure will belong to us." And Big Mom is like, "You got some poneglyphs too, I assume? I can't wait for that." And Kaido's like, "Whoever wins gets that much closer to King of the Pirates," and with an awesome stare down shot between Kaido and Luffy.
Yeah.
This is a.
And I know
Go ahead.
I mentioned this to you, like personally, that we were kind of like both wrong in our assumption that they would split up the fight. But it really is looking like this is just gonna be a big old 5-on-2.
Which I think that actually might be better, because the entirety of One Piece has been a split up. You know, whenever there's a big fight, they split up and shit. But if they do it all together, that means that whoever orchestrated the raid on Onigashima gets all the credit for taking down 2 emperors.
Exactly.
Oh my god! Oh, I'm
And
so
who knows?
ready.
Maybe people will be coming to join them. We have no idea if anybody will be coming to join them in this fight.
I doubt it, just because they're floating above the sea.
That's true.
Like, I don't know, unless Marco flies up there after taking out King and Queen. But I don't know.
But I don't think he will. I think beating King and Queen will be a pretty good chunk to bite off for Marco. Like, he's strong, but King and Queen are strong too, and he's fighting them 2-on-1.
I really want to see Frankie versus Sasaki and more of that. And I really want to see Sanji and Black Maria and more of that. And, you know, I want to see all the other fights too, which I'm sure we'll get here soon. But this was a really good, like, I'm glad that they put this chapter here first, and then they'll probably cut away to other people in the next chapter.
Classic One Piece style.
But I'm glad they switched it up a little bit and put this first instead of the other guys first.
I think Chopper is gonna have a really important fight coming up here, because like you mentioned it with like Brook and Whole Cake Island, that besides Whole Cake Island, Brook hasn't gotten a lot of time to shine for a while. When was the last time Chopper's had a chance to shine?
Punk Hazard. Punk Hazard. No, he was in Whole Cake Island, and he was fending off Big Mom on the ship.
That's fair, but that wasn't like a big moment for him like it was for like Brook.
But well, I mean, Brook's moment, he needed that big moment. Like, Chopper has already gotten big moments. This was like Brook's first big moment.
I don't know. I still just really think we're getting a big old... I think Chopper's gonna have an important fight in this arc.
He might.
And
he might.
And I think Nami has a big part that is yet to be played in taking down Big Mom. Specifically coming through Zeus.
I don't know about Nami specifically, because I think that Page 1 and Ulti are still after her ass. Like, really after her ass.
Right, but that doesn't mean she's gonna have to fight Page 1 and Ulti.
No, but, you know, she's still running from Page 1 and Ulti, and they're, like, dead set on getting them.
Right. Like, I get that. I'm just saying I feel like Nami has some sort of role to play. Well, not necessarily like a role, but something left in Wano for her regarding Zeus and Big Mom.
I think that if Big Mom dies, she'll get the Devil Fruit. That's about where I'm... That's about my only prediction.
That would make Nami so broken if she took the Soul Fruit.
But it would make sense. It would work for her character.
Yeah, to get Zeus. It really would.
Plus, I mean, we don't know the full extent and the drawbacks of the Soul Fruit. Like, we saw Luffy's Rubber Fruit and how it was, you know, uncontrollable at first. So maybe the Soul Fruit will very heavily depend on the soul of the person using it. So maybe Big Mom has a more, you know, strengthened, hardy soul than Nami does.
We have no idea.
Yeah.
But however much I want that to happen to Nami, I don't know if we're gonna get... Well, I'll start by saying this. If any of the Straw Hats are gonna get any more upgrades to, like, their strength, whether it be Haki or a Devil Fruit or a new technique or something like that, I think it's gonna have to happen in this arc.
Oh, yeah,
you know?
For sure.
Because if it doesn't happen in this arc, Oda's not gonna have, you know, too much time to really, you know, explore it later, because One Piece is coming to an end soon. So, like, you know,
yeah,
it's gonna happen. It's gonna happen now.
I mean, we only got like 4 or 5 years left. It's not gonna. There's not much time left for major character developments and shit.
Right.
Which I'm sure in the final battle, all the Straw Hats will get a time, like a big moment to shine.
Oh, I will be so pressed if in the final arc some characters just get excluded. You don't understand how pressed I would be.
Dude, I think that Oda has it all, like, figured out and shit. I think he has it figured out.
That's why I'd be pressed.
Fucking, like, so that's kind of why I'm okay if Chopper doesn't get a huge moment. You know what I mean? Because I know that he's gonna get one eventually. Like, he's gonna get one before the end of the series. And I think that's
huge for him.
If Chopper, because he helped, you know, save all of the lives that were being affected by Queen, if he turned the tides just because he helped out the people who Queen carelessly tossed aside, I think that would be a really good moment for Chopper.
Yeah, that's a good moment for him. Yeah,
we got some good Jinbei moments in this arc, which was needed because we he hasn't been like a Straw Hat for quite some time.
Yamato is gonna be the last one.
Dude, I'm hoping it's Yamato. Like, holy shit. Angela, who do you want as Straw Hat? You want Carrot? You want a Carrot as Straw Hat?
No, I'd rather have Yamato.
I do not want Carrot as Straw Hat.
I don't really no. I don't think Carrot would be the best choice.
Well, Carrot is a fucking furry simp, dude. All she goes is, "Oh, Chobro. Oh, Chobro. What with the we already have a simp."
Before I met Yamato, I really thought if it was gonna be anyone, it was gonna be Carrot. But after meeting Yamato, it's just so obvious that that's what Oda's building to.
Oh, dude, very. Like, this isn't like Robin or Frankie where we're like up in the air, like, oh, maybe it's Vivi, oh, maybe it's Polly or Iceberg. No, it's like this is definitely Yamato.
Once we got Frankie backstory, it was like obvious that it was gonna be Frankie, or maybe he was gonna pull a 180 on us and give us like Iceberg. But I guarantee you, nobody saw Robin coming. Not a single person saw that coming.
Oh yeah, no one. That was
not.
That's why I'm like so pressed whenever new people watch the anime. I'm like, dude, just skip the third opening
skip the
for
opening.
Like 20 episodes, please.
We've told Tanner to do that, and we've done a good job of holding him from the spoilers.
Well, Tanner also doesn't really care much about spoilers like that, especially since he's already been majorly spoiled on the only other big fucking spoiler in the series. So
right. I remember I watched the episode. What was it, like 1:30 when she joins?
Oh, I don't know. It's something like that.
It was something like that. I remember you told me, you were like, "Hey, I want to watch this episode together because B, I want you to not read the title."
Yeah, because like even dude, I was like, what the fuck, dude? They even put it in the goddamn title.
And I remember skipping the title and you telling me where to skip the title card, and I was counting the times I was pressing the 10 seconds plus button so that I could get to the exact moment I needed to go to.
Yeah, man, the anime did people
you were
dirty.
There. You were there. I popped off because I was like, what?
Dude, I was there for like a lot of important moments, like when we were watching Sengoku's speech about Ace, and he was like, Ace is the son of the Pirate King, Gold Roger, and you fucking dropped the fucking phone and shit. It was so good.
I forgot. You heard me drop my phone. I remember that. I remember it dropped on my floor, and you were like, "What? Are you okay?" And
I was like, holy shit. Because it gives me goosebumps to this day, and the atmosphere and everything.
You were there when Ace died, and I saw that?
I believe I had to go to work.
No, we watched the rest of the Marineford War together.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Okay. That's right.
Because I remember talking about, oh, that's how Luffy got his X, and I remember, like, having to, wait for a second because I was crying about Ace's death, and we were talking about Jinbei. It was cool that Law saved him, and we were talking about, like, Shanks that showed up.
By the way, I definitely call Ace for the read line. Jason, you can be Sabo if you want.
Sabo?
Jason, all my characters die, okay? All my characters just die, or they're not seen.
That's wrong. You've got Usopp and Sanji. Those two characters have, like, some of the most screen time in the entire anime.
And on the flip side, I have Buggy, and then I got Shanks and Roger.
And
Helmeppo. I mean, what? I think I'm missing someone.
Yeah, well, we're also at Sura Village, okay?
Listen. I don't want to be Crocodile. You can be Crocodile. I can't.
Crocodile.
I cannot be. I'm either Law or Kid, and depending on that.
I called Kid.
Okay, then I'm Law, which means I can't be Doflamingo. Unless you want me to be Doflamingo, but
Well, if you're Law and Tanner's Luffy, I kind of had to be Doflamingo.
yeah, that's that's the logic.
And I remember you called dibs. You called dibs on Caesar.
I called dibs on Caesar. Yes.
Caesar's dope, dude.
Caesar is dope. He's a really shitty person, but he's dope. Okay.
There's never a dull moment when Caesar's involved.
Yes. It's either very funny or it's very, very cruel.
4 whole arcs, he was an integral part of everything.
Yes. Yes. And with the scabbards, I don't know how you want to divide up the scabbards and shit.
Oh, I don't even know. There's so many of them.
There's fucking 10. There's 10 like fucking oh, we gotta decide Izo first.
Counting Tanjiro.
Tanner already called Whitebeard.
I remember he did call Whitebeard.
I was gonna say that Tanner should be Blackbeard.
I love his laugh.
Man, I'm Shanks, right? Which means that I can't be Odin, so someone has to be Odin.
We're getting way ahead of ourselves, Jeremy.
Yeah.
It's so...
I know. That's the problem.
we're even gonna remember this discussion when we're figuring out who's gonna be Odin 4 years from now.
Well,
Or
maybe
more like
maybe
a year and a half from now.
But man, I'm like, no, I don't think you guys understand. I'm like pressed, dude. I'm like, who the fuck? How are we gonna do this? Because this entire time we've been trying to minimize like multiple conversations, and we've done
It's gonna
a
be
very
impossible.
average job.
It's happened to all of us now.
Yes, yes.
Because I remember talking last episode where I was the only one who hadn't done that yet, and then we got a bit of Zoro and Kuro interaction.
Yeah, that's true. I think that I think Tanner and I had it the worst because we had fucking chapters of the main fucking conversation being just 2 characters we both singularly played. It was torture.
We yesterday, fun fact, we hit the first chapter where one of us just didn't have a line. With Angie, who didn't have a line in the entire chapter.
Well, I
That was
mean,
the
if you
first time
mean
that
like
happened.
main character lines, then yeah. If you want me main
No, I
character
mean line
lines
at all.
Oh, okay, then yeah.
Have any lines in one of the chapters yesterday?
Not even a background character.
We will try and amend that, but Angela, you gotta get over your fear of dark, sexy male voices and do your own. And don't worry, you will have a lot of background characters in Amazon Lily.
You gotta feel bad for Angie. She's surrounded by 2 fucking idiots and then a slightly lesser fucking idiot.
Am I the lesser fucking idiot?
No, I am, because you and Tanner are the worst.
I mean,
And then you've got Angie just chilling most of the time. Even if Angie is the most almighty Lord Boodle. All praise Lord Boodle.
All praise. I gotta vote for Lord Boodle today. Ugh. Well, I mean, we're about 2 minutes away, or 1 minute away from the from the 1 hour mark. So let's go through these through these social medias. Jason, where can we find you?
Hey, didn't we have questions?
Oh shit, we did have questions.
Oh, shouldn't we have done that yesterday with Tanner?
We'll ask him later. We'll ask him on the next read line. Not this week, but next week. That was my bad. I meant to do it after the trivia. Okay. We got 3 questions from Pablo, which I love Pablo. Thank you, Pablo. Question number 1: how's the JoJo side quest going for anyone who participated?
It's just you, homie.
No, it ain't. No, it ain't.
Oh, Angie.
I'm enjoying the storyline of JoJo's, but the the proportions on the people really bother me a lot. Like when you look at the size of their legs, it's just totally unrealistic. And that's one of my biggest criticisms for JoJo is it just looks ridiculous. As far as the story, it has flaws. But I actually really enjoy the story so far.
Yeah, I mean, they do got some thick thighs, some thick milkies. Before I get into my harsh criticisms of JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, Jason, do you wanna explain your thoughts on JoJo's, even if you haven't watched a single episode or read a single chapter?
I haven't read a single chapter or seen a single episode. And here's the thing. There was a point in time when I actually had considered watching JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. But the fact that I literally can't go anywhere on the internet, I can be watching something completely unrelated. Like, I could be watching a video of, someone who thinks that Kirishima is the UA traitor or something like that, and they're explaining their thoughts. And someone in the comments will be like, yo, this is a JoJo reference. I can't go anywhere without JoJo's being a meme, and that has really turned me off to the series. Because it feels like anytime someone recommends it to me, they're doing it in a meme-y way. Do you feel me?
I feel you. Actually, I share that mindset very well. So back in, like, I want to say 2014, 2015, when it really started kicking off just because of the anime, it was everywhere, dude. It was everywhere. And I that's when I started watching it, right? And then I started reading it. I was in my legal reading manga phase. And I started reading it and watching it, and I'm like, dude, this is terrible. This is fucking... Why do people like this series? So I feel you. I feel you, man, because the fan base is annoying as fuck. Like, I'm sorry, guys. I'm sorry, but you guys gotta chill. You gotta chill, JoJo fans. Like, no one wants to hear about JoJo's 24/7. Like, I mean, even I talk about One Piece a lot, but I don't even like insert meme quotes into every fucking conversation, dude. I talk about, like, the series One Piece and its, like, it's good qualities and all that, and I talk about how, it's really revolutionary as a manga series, as I'm sure everyone here will agree. But, like, JoJo fans, dude, like, you don't talk about that shit at all, man.
The only time I drop in a One Piece meme is when you know you're in an audience of people who are gonna enjoy it. Only drop memes when it's like when you're talking to me or Tanner or Angie or like Simi. You don't just go into random chats and be like, yo, this is a JoJo's reference or this is a One Piece reference.
And to their credit, I think that it started off as a serious question, because at that point in time, like, 2015, 2014, when it really boomed, I'm pretty sure people actually were curious, hey, is this a JoJo's reference? But then it devolved into memehood. You know what I mean?
Then it has the same level of annoyance as people who just comment, yeah, this may be cool, but remember that bungee gum has the properties of both rubber and gum. Like, I adore Hunter x Hunter and Hisoka, but I hate the people who would just go on literally every YouTube video. You can be watching a news story about a dog who murders 7 people, and someone will be like, yeah, this is sad, but remember, bungee gum has the properties of both rubber and gum.
Yeah, dude, I'm like... So that I understand that criticism, but Jason, if sincerely, not from a meme standpoint, you should read this series, because watching it is worse. I will promise you, it is worse than reading it. You should read this. You should read JoJo's along with me. I'm reading this for the, I think the 3rd or 4th time. No, I'm reading this for the 2nd time. I'm consuming this media for the 3rd time. You should read along with me so that you can share the criticisms I'm about to give you. Fucking okay. It's time for Jeremy to go
Why
in
would
on
I
JoJo's.
Why would I read something that I know I don't want to? I know I'm not gonna like.
So you can be on my
It's
side.
different when you're reading it.
All right. I'll
Um,
read it when I get to it. Okay. I still gotta read the Doctor Stone manga.
oh, you're good. I think that's on Shonen Jump app for $2 a month.
It is
guys.
on Shonen Jump.
So JoJo's. All right. Here's my thing about the series. It's called JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, right? It's called JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. That doesn't mean that when you do something fucking stupid that makes no sense within the story, you can write it off as being bizarre. Okay? Let's go. In the first part, you're introduced to a power system called Hamon, or Ripple if you're, a fucking scanlation person, you fucking idiot. So Hamon is like this breathing technique where it like accelerates like oxygen and shit, because your power in your body comes from how your blood vessels move throughout your body. So if you can accelerate your oxygen, you will get more power and shit, and you will be able to heal quicker, which is a fantastic fucking, it's a fantastic basis for a power system. And then we cut to like 20 chapters later, not even 20 chapters, sorry, like 10 chapters later, and they're using this same ability to magnetize leaves together, and then using it, grabbing onto it, and gliding off a cliff. And the fan base writes it off as bizarre. The story writes it off as bizarre. It's fucking stupid, okay? JoJo's is full of these fucking weird incidents where it's fucking stupid. The characters...
Why?
Oh, go ahead.
Why go out of your way to describe something like that if you're just gonna use it as a rip-off nin?
Dude, it's like, alright, so...
Like, why not just describe it as like people would describe nin, but like change it up a little bit, because it's JoJo's, not Hunter x Hunter.
In the first two parts, they use Hamon very like as the basis of the power system, but then they change it to stands within the third part. But the reason why they do it also happens in the second part too. He does this shit. Araki does this shit because I'm pretty sure he wrote himself into a corner and didn't know how to get the fuck out of where he wrote himself. So that's when it transcended from like power system into convenient plot device. And I think that's terrible. It's like if Goku could, for some reason, after becoming Super Saiyan, decided that he could breathe in space.
Well, can't he?
He can't. He can't.
Oh, that's right. Every single time he visited it anywhere, he made sure he either had the planet had oxygen on it.
Yeah. So it's like, okay, that's weird. That's just a stark criticism. And alright, so moving on from the Hamon power system, which becomes irrelevant basically in the third part forward.
Yes, he did.
What?
When he went Super Saiyan God, he fought Beerus in space.
Yes, but he was also in Earth's outer atmosphere, and he was imbued with God energy. Mind you, this was written years and years, like 20 years after Dragon Ball Z ended, and Toriyama is very prolific for forgetting details. He forgot what Super Saiyan 3 looked like.
That's fair.
So, that's, I could write a whole fucking story about how Dragon Ball Z is filled with plot holes, but on JoJo's, let's just talk about the characters, because fucking Angela, brought up the characters a little bit. The way that these characters are posed and drawn and shit is a good example of staying true to bizarre, okay? It's a good example. However, what's not a good example is how they fucking talk, okay? So, for example, just hypothetically, let's say someone's like thinking to themselves, oh man, this guy hit me really hard, like verbatim, this guy hit me really hard, I can't take another one of those hits. I need to steel myself in order to face off against him. The next immediate fucking panel, he shouts at the bad guy, I am steeling myself against your hits so you won't knock me out. The entire fucking story is like that. The entire fucking story is, oh man, I'm gonna have an inner monologue explaining exactly to a T what just happened, and then I will say something in my inner monologue so I can confirm it on the next fucking panel. It's very shitty writing. And it's shared throughout all the parts.
I don't think you're really convincing Jason to read this.
No. My point is that he should read it to share these criticisms with me, not to read it to enjoy it. Because, all right, so JoJo's it's not a good series for me. It's not. The storyline is very, very well thought out. Okay, but it's not good. It's not good. It's not good. All these characters act like they're not even human. Like, even the human characters act like they're not even human. They fucking have the most oddball conversations. All the important characters, like Jonathan Joestar's dad, don't do shit. And the author has to expect us to give a shit because they become a central point for Jonathan's growth. It's fucking stupid. There's no reason. And people want to say, oh man, that's just part 1. But no, alright, part 2, arguably my favorite part of all the parts that I've read, was part 2. Fucking no one gives a shit about the main bad guys in this series. We have no reason to. We gave a shit about Dio in the first part, but no one gives a shit
Dio.
about... Yeah, we hated Dio, but that means we gave a shit about him. He did his job correctly. But no,
I don't think I could.
Ugh. I hate it.
You're still not selling this to me. I'll get it. I'll get to it when I get to it.
That was not my point. My point was the criticism part. I was answering Pablo's question. Pablo's...
We spent a long time on question 1.
Yeah, we need to kind of wrap it then.
I can write I have written a fucking essay on why JoJo sucks, okay? But we'll go on to question 2. Any anime/manga you're looking forward to this season?
Dude. Oh, so many. I've got that one time I was reincarnated as a slime recently started its season 2 on Wednesday. Dr. Stone dropped season 2 on Thursday. We've got The Promised Neverland's coming out soon, which I plan on watching here, pretty soon. I'm gonna catch up to the Dr. Stone manga. Oh, it's gonna be so good.
Angela, how about you?
I'm excited for My Hero.
For My Hero? Like the anime?
Yeah, isn't season 5 coming out?
Yeah, sometime here in spring.
Yeah. I'm pretty excited for a couple things. Promise Neverland is probably the only anime that I'm excited for, but in February 23rd, the 5th omnibus of Saint Young Men is coming out in English, so I'm pretty hyped for that. And then My Hero Vigilantes, My Hero Academia Vigilantes, Volume 9 is gonna come out in March 2nd. So I've got some shit on my list. There's gonna be a lot of other manga that I'm really interested in coming out this entire year. Like Undead Unlock is gonna be localized here. And what's this one? Oh yeah, and in April 20th, Love Sickness by Junji Ito will come out. So.
Oh, yes, thank you. I'm looking forward to that. Of course.
She loves Junji Ito.
Moving on to the third question. Have you thought about getting into the Monogatari series?
I don't even know what that is.
I don't either.
Monogatari is it's a light novel series. It's oh shit. Okay, it's about this high school student, right? Who like
Rom-com?
yeah, I wouldn't say a rom-com. It's more like fantasy paranormal. This student survives a vampire attack, and then helps out other female students with like deities and beasts and ghosts and shit and other spiritual shit, and which often serve as proxies for their emotional and mental issues. It's a light novel series, but it's also a anime, I believe. Yeah, it's an anime. The entire series is under the suffix Monogatari, but like all the different names have a different prefix. Like there's Bake Monogatari and Nisei Monogatari and Neko Monogatari and shit like that.
That sounds interesting to me. I'd try it.
I would probably try it out. I would probably try it just to see how it is. I'm not too fond of Halloween shit, like I've said previously, but you know, I'll probably look into it a little bit. Did we get any other questions like on Facebook or anything like that?
I don't think so. I'll double check Facebook.
Man, so Angie, you haven't read any of the manga for My Hero Academia past the anime?
I haven't read any of the manga. I just watched the anime.
It's so good.
No, there's no questions on Facebook.
There's no questions on Instagram. I haven't checked email, but I doubt that people are sending us emails. But there's always an option to send us emails.
Highly doubt. Press X to doubt.
Well, I mean, I hope that answered questions. Leave a comment down below if you want me to make a detailed analysis of JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. I will make that detailed analysis and rip the series in two.
Write a full-on essay.
Really well. He'll enjoy it.
I'll enjoy making it, even if the video fucking bombs.
Angie just calling you out right now. He's like, he will, and he will enjoy it.
Yeah, dude, I already made a fucking essay shit. Like, I'll even send it to you, in a DM. Yes, stack.
You write it for like school or something? Turn it in like your English class?
Like it was it was something.
Because I did. I wrote.
Oh, go ahead.
I might still be able to find it, but I think it's on my school email, which I don't have access to anymore. But I did pretty recently write a literary analysis essay on the One Piece manga. That was fun.
Dun, dun, dun. Dun, dun. Yeah, it's I've never gotten that far into I've never gotten that far into my anime thing where I would turn in shit for school.
Well, they the entire point of it was that they specifically wanted us to pick like a book or a book series that we enjoy, but I don't really read a lot of books. You know, it's just not something that I do frequently. So I was like, well, what am I gonna do? And then I was like, can manga count as a book? Because I didn't have any other option.
Here we go. I found it. I will send it to you. Yeah, man. The best part about, having those open kind of assignments is writing about what you want to write about.
Yeah.
And, sometimes that's anime. But, alright.
Okay.
I guess that's the, end of the epidoodle. Epidoodle.
Okay.
Oh, what were you saying, babe?
Oh, I was just gonna say social media.
Social media. Angela, what is your social media?
Twitter, Andy_Marie977.
Jason, how about you?
Yo, you can find me on Twitter at SSMGuy, or you can find us on Twitter at the Side Piece Anime Podcast.
You can find me at SSB_side. You can also find me at said Twitter. You can also find us, all of us, at on Instagram and on Facebook at the Side Piece Podcast. On Instagram, I believe it's Side Piece Anime Podcast. On Facebook, it is like facebook.com/the Side Piece Podcast. And you can email us at sidepieceanimepodcast@gmail.com. You can also join our lovely Discord. We would love to see you guys down below. And if you're watching this on SoundCloud, you can see us on YouTube. We have some YouTube videos that are just the same thing as SoundCloud. And if you are seeing this on YouTube, you can listen to it hands-free with SoundCloud. But without further ado, I think that's the end of the episode.
Moo.
Moo!
Moo.
Moo! Angela.
I don't even know what you guys are doing.
We're mooing.
Oh, I thought you were saying no.
Moo!
Moo.